Hi, I'm your spiritual buddy, Mansi. Today's podcast is going to be eye-opening, so stay till the end. Let's talk about something that will completely change the way you see pain and people. There are two worlds. One is this, the earthly world, where we live in our physical bodies. Here life runs anywhere between a few seconds or maybe 120 years. The other is the divine world, the world of souls, where lifespan is infinite. There's no hunger, no illness, no jealousy, no fear. Only unconditional love. Sounds perfect, right? But there's a catch. In that peaceful world, sometimes souls get bored. Imagine no challenge, no problem to solve, no goal to reach. So a few souls, sometimes 50, sometimes 100, sit together, decide to play a divine game. They want to taste challenge, to feel emotion, to grow through struggle. One brave soul stands up and says, "I want a little adventure." Others reply, "Then we will come with you." But they say, to make it interesting, "We'll come as your enemies." They go to God and seek His permission. He smiles, but they insist, "Please don't intervene. Let the game unfold." And then they are all born here. Some as your family, some as strangers, and some as those who will break your heart. Now imagine, the one who hurts you most might be your best friend from that divine world. One who cheats you could be the same soul who loved you deeply there, from that divine world. They are only doing what you ask them to do, to give you the challenge you wanted. So next time someone causes pain, pause. Don't hate them. See beyond their role. Remember, they are your helpers in disguise. Every suffering is your own soul's request. Every struggle is part of your chosen journey. The person who tests your patience is simply helping your spirit to grow. So forgive. Forgive every second. Forgive even when it's hard, because forgiveness is how you win this divine game. When you understand this, you'll stop asking, "Why me?" And start whispering, "It's my turn to grow." This is your buddy Mansi, now signing off with a loving request. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hi, friends. Mansi here. I'm the voice you know from our short, soulful journeys. Each day, I uncover little secrets of words, minds, and magic. Today, let's talk about a word we've all heard, abracadabra. Sounds playful, right? Magicians say it to pull rabbits from hats. But have you wondered, where does it come from? And what does it really mean? Some say it's ancient power, but the story is deeper. There's a belief that abracadabra has roots in Hebrew or even Aramaic. One interpretation is powerful. It suggests, "I create as I speak." Pause there for a moment. Imagine your words shaping reality. A paintbrush for your life. When you say something out loud, you're not just making sound. You're sending energy. You're building the world you live in. Nice words, harsh words, words of hope, words of doubt. All these are like seeds. Once spoken, they start to grow. Magic might not be about spells at all. It's about intention. It's about belief. Every abracadabra is a wish hoping to come true. So what are you saying to yourself? What tales are you telling your mind? Are you calling in joy, or are you calling in your fears? This thought changed my perspective forever. I started watching my words. Quietly, my world shifted. I felt lighter. I found new doors opening just by changing what I spoke. Choose a gentle word. Choose a hopeful affirmation. Let your voice become a spell for goodness. If there's one real magic, it's inside your daily speaking. Imagine every abracadabra becomes a little creation. What world will you whisper into existence today? Thanks for sharing a few minutes with me. Keep weighing your words with heart because you speak. This is your buddy Mansi now signing off with a loving request to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hi everyone, this is your buddy Mansi. Take a deep breath for a moment. Feel that, the quiet space inside you. That's where love begins to speak. When you hug your pet or hold someone close with a heart full of care, that's where love begins to speak. When you hug your pet, and that isn't just emotion, it's living chemistry. Famous author Dr. Bruce Lipton calls this the honeymoon effect. When love floods your system, your biology starts to glow. Your thoughts shift, your body softens, your cells begin to trust again. In that hug or cuddle, your body whispers, "You're safe." Oxytocin flows, deepening connection and peace. Serotonin steadies your mood. Dopamine adds joy and purpose. Endorphins ease pain, and a touch of alert energy wakes up with norepinephrine. Together, they silence cortisol, your stress chemical. Your heart finds rhythm again, your immunity strengthens, and your body remembers wellness. So next time you hold someone, a friend, a child, a pet, stay there for a breath longer. That's not just love, it's your cells healing through it. Because peace isn't something you chase outside. It's something your biology builds from within. This is your buddy Mansi now signing off with a loving request to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hi friends, your buddy Mansi here. How are you? Ever wondered why some people seem to learn so much faster in life? It's not always talent. Often it's their humble attitude. Sounds simple, right? But it's a game changer. When you're humble, you stop worrying about looking smart. You don't rush to prove a point. Instead, you ask questions that matter. You observe more than you speak. You listen deeply with curiosity. True humility isn't weakness. It's a superpower for personal growth. Pride whispers, be right, be seen. But humility asks, what's truly right here? Here's something wild. Sometimes what you call humility could secretly be pride. Check in with yourself. Are you listening to understand or to respond? Interrupting an expert because you're confident? That's pride talking, not learning. The more we ask, the richer our understanding becomes. Talking less, absorbing more, it unlocks wisdom you never had. Suppressing your ego is not easy, but that's where growth lives up. If you always feel like the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Choose rooms where you feel challenged, where you're the most inexperienced person in something. That's the real secret sauce. You'll learn faster, deeper, and honestly, you'll grow beyond your own limits. Ask yourself, where am I letting my pride block my progress today? What's one thing I can observe, ask, or listen to instead of trying to prove myself? Let humility guide you to powerful growth. Let learning be your main goal, always. Stay humble, stay curious. The world opens up for those who know how little they know and want to learn more. This is your buddy Mansi, now signing off with a loving request to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hey everyone, this is your buddy Mansi. Today, I want to talk to you heart to heart. Ever felt drained worrying why people don't get you? Yeah, it happens to all of us. But let's pause and just breathe for a moment. Now, imagine shifting that energy. Instead of overthinking, if you turn that same focus inwards. Those things that make you, you are your biggest cheerleader. So why not start loving those odd habits? Your silly laugh, your deep thoughts, your honest heart. That side people sometimes just don't see. When you accept your own uniqueness, life feels lighter. You start smiling more. You stop worrying whether others understand you. And in that moment, you begin to feel free. Think about all the energy you spend worrying. What if you use that to fuel your growth? Create something new. Try something exciting. You might surprise yourself. Every moment spent worrying drains you. But every moment spent loving yourself powers you up. It opens doors. It lets you flow forward. You shine brighter. Here's the truth. You define yourself, not others. Your value isn't measured by their opinion, so why hand over your happiness to them? Start today. Make a loving promise to yourself. Whenever you catch yourself worrying, pause. Remember everything you could do instead. Write, dance, dream, or just sit in peace. Trust your soul. Celebrate your individuality. Let those quirks sparkle. Your life becomes full. And you inspire others to do the same. So, next time you worry, stop. Give that energy to your own growth. Watch your world change. One loving choice at a time. Because the biggest love story starts with you. It's time to love all that defines you. The world can wait. Stay true, stay powerful, stay wonderfully, unapologetically you. This is your buddy Mansi now signing off with a loving request to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Sometimes when life moves too fast, I close my eyes and go back to Nagpur. My city, my childhood. That golden time filled with colors, laughter, and the aroma of love. And I can still smell my mother cooking in the kitchen. Sound of vessels, the warmth of spices, and that one magical smell, cauliflower frying, filling the home with comfort. Like happiness had a fragrance. And then, the sound I waited for, the toswala. He would come every morning ringing his bell, hot, crispy toast in his basket. Oh, those moments, sipping spicy chai with that toast, that was pure joy. A little later, the city would wake up fully. From the corner bakery came the smell of fresh bread. Soft, warm, sweet. Walking into that bakery felt like stepping into heaven. My favorite time? The rains. Oh yes, Nakka rains. We never waited. We just ran out, jumping into puddles, splashing like wild kids. Those were my dance lessons with nature. And after the rain, old rented bicycles, hair flying, cheeks flushed, laughter echoing through the gullies. No destination, only the wind and endless joy. Evenings fell slowly. I turned orange and we played until stars blinked awake. Hide and seek. Every game was a story we wrote together. Of course, there were exam games too. Those nervous nights, sitting with friends, pretending to study. When results came, we cried, we cheered, and we learned. Not just subjects, but life itself. And then came summer, the season of dreams. River picnics, mango hunts, climbing trees like explorers. Every day, a new adventure, a new laugh. Now when I sit quietly and hear the rain or smell something cooking in the kitchen, I find myself right there again in that small world of innocence and endless love. Those aren't just memories. They are the golden threads of my soul. Every time they return, they remind me some joys are timeless. This is your buddy Mansi, now signing off with a loving request to like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you are having a bad day, go to a mirror, look into it. Place your right hand over your heart area and say 3 times or more. I am magic. I am magic. I am magic. And I am going to prove it. See the magic happening. I am your buddy Mansi, now signing off with a loving request to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hi everyone, this is your buddy Mansi. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale peace. And exhale all that unwanted tension. Let's talk about anger. That fiery spark that sometimes burns our peace and blinds our heart. You know, we've all been there, upset, misunderstood, or hurt by someone close. But what if, in that very moment of anger, we remembered something good about that person? Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there lived a young girl named Varsha. Lesbo, people loved her warm smile, her kindness. One afternoon, as she walked home from school, she bumped into her classmate, Apurva. Books scattered, tempers flared. Oh! Apurva yelled. Varsha's heart trembled. In that moment, Varsha could have shouted back. When you're angry at someone, think of the good in them. Your anger will melt away. So she paused. She thought of the time Apurva helped her with homework. How she always defended others who felt weak. That memory changed everything. Instead of fighting, Varsha bent down. How you picked up the books, smiled and said softly, "It's okay, I'm sorry." Apurva froze. Her anger started to crumble. They began to talk, really talk. About school, pressure, feelings. And in those few minutes, that day Varsha learned something powerful. Anger doesn't disappear by shouting louder. It softens when love is remembered. Of the good moments, the good qualities, the shared memories, peace quietly walks back in. So the next time you're angry at someone, stop for 2 heartbeats. Ask yourself, what's beautiful about this person that I've forgotten right now? Maybe they made you laugh once. Maybe they stood by you when no one else did. Hold on to that good and feel the bitterness slide away. Because every time we choose kindness over reaction, the world heals a little more. And just like that, your heart becomes lighter, calmer, I am your buddy Mansi, now signing off with a loving request to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Welcome, beautiful souls. It's your buddy Mansi here. Today, I want to share something very close to my life, something that feels big yet so simple. God, to me, is far too vast to be contained by one religion. You see, love and quantum physics, they are my true religion. At a deeper level, every religion, every tradition is trying to do the same thing. They want to transform us from fear, doubt, and pain into positivity, light, and love. I deeply love Jesus. I deeply love Shiva. Krishna holds a special place in my heart. And Buddha, oh how his wisdom touches my soul. Allah is my favorite. These are not separate paths. They are many rivers flowing into the same vast ocean. So, I believe in God, but not as just one thing. God is something within us all. The pure part that connects us, that you can feel when you are kind, when you are true. God, to me, is the energy that moves through everything. It's love that's in the air we breathe, the light in your eyes, the warmth in your heart. Science calls it energy. Spirituality calls it divinity. Maybe both are just different words pointing to the same truth. When you look at life with this understanding, all barriers fall away. No more us and them. No more fences between beliefs. Just one beautiful dance of existence where every soul is a unique note, yet part of the same cosmic symphony. So, let's open our minds and hearts beyond labels and traditions. Let's cherish the love we find in every teaching, every story, every prayer. Because at our core, we all are reflections of that infinite love. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. If this spoke to you, carry this love with you today. Let it shine in your words, your thoughts, your actions. Remember, we are all connected. We are all divine. Until next time, this is your buddy Mansi reminding you to find God in your heart and love without limit. I am now signing off with a loving request to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hello, beautiful souls. Your buddy Mansi back again. This moment you're here, listening, is already a gift. Have you ever felt a quiet voice inside, guiding you gently back to balance? Most of us don't realize it, but our soul is always doing just that, whispering to bring us home. Inside you is the true physician who heals not through remedies, but through remembrance and awareness. Imagine that. The real healer is already within you, not just in medicines or cures outside. Think about when you get a small wound. You don't rush to cover it or medicate it every hour. You leave it alone, you catch a fever. You rest, drink water, stay still, and gradually your body returns to its natural order. We call this natural, but truly, it's a miracle. The Spirit's power of restoration working through you. That inside you is a light that can free you from illness, from fear, from weakness. We are more than skin and bones. We are energy and presence. Every moment, your body repairs, balances, and renews itself. Often, we block this sacred ability. Our restless minds, heavy foods, and anxious thoughts drown out this natural. Reflect for a moment. Why does your head ache when you worry? Why does your heart throb when you are sad? Why does your breath quicken with fear? Your body listens deeply to your soul's every emotion. Speaks to you in pain, in weakness, in sleeplessness. Yet instead of listening, what do? We numb that voice. We rush for tablets. This is the great mistake. If you learn the signs written in your body, Naring, you will discover the healer no physician can replace, hidden within your own heart. When your body whispers, I need rest, or this food does not serve me, listen. If ignored, these whispers become shouts, then silence, silence that turns into disease. Here's a simple practice. When you feel tired, sit quietly and breathe deeply. Ask gently to yourself, what are you showing me, dear body? At first, maybe silence, but with patience, a dialogue begins. Your body will speak, guiding you from disorder back to wholeness. Body is the mirror of the spirit. Care for it as a trust from God, and it will never fail you. Imagine if each day you spent just 5 minutes listening, thanking, honoring your body. What might happen? Millions of cells serve you right now. Your heart beats, your breath moves. How could your body not grow stronger when met with gratitude? Healing begins with silence and love. When you breathe deeply, unlock hidden chambers inside, places needing attention, love, and care. The soul does not live on food and medicine alone. It thrives on remembrance, on awareness, and on love. So next time you feel tired or burdened, don't turn only to a pill. Sit in silence. Breathe in. Whisper to your body, I will listen, I will honor you, and you will be amazed at its reply. Healing is not just a miracle outside of you. It is the miracle already unfolding inside. The mind softens, the soul breathes, and the body begins to awaken. When the real is present within you, every atom of the body shines. That light is the unseen current sustaining your life. When dim, we feel weak and lost. When lit, harmony and health rise again. So, dear one, will you ignore your body as the world ignores the soul? Or will you listen, honor, and love it as the sacred companion it truly is? You are not just flesh and bone. You are awareness. You are love. You are light. I am now signing off with a loving request to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hi friends, I'm your buddy Mansi. Let's talk heart to heart today. You know, there's something very small that reveals something very big about us. It's the way we talk about others. Especially when we comment on someone's color, weight, looks, religion, or caste. It seems casual to many. Some even call it just joking. But it isn't. It's the meanest level we can fall to as human beings. It shows we haven't learned kindness. It shows we weren't raised to feel another's pain. Because when you are truly at peace inside, you can't mock someone's body or birth. You can't laugh at what someone didn't choose. You can't insult someone and still expect your soul to feel light. Let's pause for a second. Think of a time someone commented on your looks. How did it feel? That tiny sting inside, that's your soul saying, this isn't right. So when we casually judge others, their skin, shape, or faith, we aren't talking about them. We're talking about ourselves. Every word we speak carries vibration. Words create chaos inside us, but kind words, they heal both the giver and the receiver. That's spiritual law. So today, I invite you to rise higher. Catch yourself before you comment. Lift instead of lowering. And remember, beauty isn't skin deep, it's soul deep. Because those who truly shine don't point fingers, they open hearts. This is your friend Mansi signing off with a loving request to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.